Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about the process of mitosis and meiosis. Ever wonder how your skin repairs itself when you scrape your knee? Or how a baby grows into an adult? These complicated processes start on a microscopic level in your cells. Cells are living things. They carry out life functions while they are alive, and they eventually break down and die. Each type of cell has different lifespan. Some, like white blood cells, live for less than a day. Others, like the neurons in your brain, can survive your entire life. But most of the cells in your body need to be replaced at some point. Where do cells come from? Cells are created through cell division, and mitosis is an important part of this process. Mitosis creates identical copies of cells. So, nakikreate siya ng identical, ibig sabihin kapareho. For example, it creates new skin cells to replace dead skin cells. Kunyari, nagkaroon ka ng dead skin cell, mapapalitan niya ulit ng bagong new skin cells. But before mitosis, cells go through interphase. In fact, interphase takes up about 90% of a cell's life. Interphase has three stages, G1, S, and G2. During the G1 stage, the cell prepares for division by increasing its mass. During the S stage, the cell synthesizes more DNA. And during the G2 stage, the cell synthesizes proteins as it continues to grow. So, yan. May pictures. Centrosome, yan. Tapos, microtubule, ganyan. So, next. Stages of mitosis. Once interphase is complete, the cell is ready to go through the 4 stages of mitosis. The acronym PMAT can help you remember the different stages. P is for prophase. Prophase is the first stage of mitosis. The cell nucleus remains but the nucleolus disappears. The nucleolus is the envelope that holds the genetic material inside the nucleus. So, yun. Centrioles and microtubules make up the centrosomes. They move to opposite ends of the cell. Each end is called a pole. The microtubules begin to form the mitotic spindle. It attaches to the centrioles. The P in prophase can help you remember that the centrioles are now located at the cell's poles. So, yan. Next. M is metaphase. When metaphase begins, the membrane of the nucleus dissolves. The mitotic spindle becomes fully formed and attaches to the centromeres of the chromosomes. The M in metaphase can help you remember that by the end of this phase, the spindles pulls the chromosomes to the middle of the cell. So, yun nga, sabi nga niya, M for metaphase kasi nga, the spindle pull the chromosome to the middle. So, sa middle lang siya ng cell. This area is called the metaphase plate. So, yan. Ito nga sinasabi. Yan. So, next. A is for anaphase. During anaphase, the mitotic spindle contracts. The two halves of the chromosomes called chromatids get pulled away from each other. They create daughter chromosomes. The A in anaphase can help you remember that during this phase, the microtubules pull the daughter chromosomes away from each other and toward the poles. As a result, the cell begin to lighten. Cytokinesis also begins during anaphase. Two cytoplasm start to split apart as two new cells form. So, sabi nga dito, pag sa A is for anaphase. Kasi during the anaphase, the the microtubule pulls the daughter chromosome away. Ibig sabihin, tatanggalin, di ba? From each other and towards the pole. So, next. Yan. Ito yung tinatawag na daughter chromosomes. T is for telophase. During telophase, the daughter chromosomes reach the opposite poles of the cell. Two new nuclear membranes begin to form, one at each pole. The cell continues to elongate and begins to narrow at the center. Both sets of chromosomes begin to relax and open up. The T in telophase can help you remember that at the end of this stage, there will be the two new sets of genetic materials. So, yun. Kasi nga, T is for telophase kasi in the end of the stage, there will be two new sets of genetic material. Magpo-form na naman ng two new sets of genetic material. So, next. Yan. Telophase also marks the end of cytokinesis. The cell breaks apart at the cleavage furrow. That's the narrow point at the middle of the cell that is started to form during anaphase. The cell divides into two identical daughter cells, each with its own nucleus and cytoplasm. So ito, after cytokinesis, there are two identical daughter cells. Yan. How do cells divide? There are two types of cell division, mitosis and meiosis. Most of the time, when people refer to cell division, they mean mitosis, the process of making new body cells. Meiosis is the type of cell division that creates eggs and sperm cells. So next. Mitosis is a fundamental process for life. During mitosis, a cell duplicates all of its contents, including its chromosome, and splits to form new identical daughter cells. Yun nga, sinasabi. Pag sa mitosis, nagpo-form siya ng two identical daughter cells. Dito naman, the other type of cell division, meiosis, ensures that humans have the same number of chromosome in each generation. So, diba, dapat pareho daw same number ng chromosome sa lahat ng generation. It is a two-step process that reduces the chromosome number by half from, kasi, di ba, 46 to 23 to form sperm and egg cells. When the sperm and egg cells unite at conception, eggs contributes 23 chromosomes, so the resulting embryo will have the usual 46. Meiosis also allows genetic variation through a process of DNA shuffling while the cells are dividing. So, yan. Yan yung mitosis and meiosis. The two types of cell division. Yan. Ang pagkaiba kasi dito, kung ang end niya, nag-form siya ng two daughter cells, dito naman sa meiosis, nag-form siya ng two daughter cells, pero yung dalawang yun, nag-form ulit siya ng bagong 4 daughter cells. So, next. Cells divide and reproduce in two ways, mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis result in two identical daughter cells, gaya nga sinabi ko kanina, whereas meiosis result in 4 sex cells. It involves two successive cell division. Itong mga to for the meiosis result in 4 daughter cells. Yun nga, 'di ba? Sabi ko, in the end of the meiosis process, magkakaroon siya ng result ng 4 daughter cells. Result in haploid. Daughter cells chromosome number is halved from the parent cell. Yun nga, 46 siya, naging 23. Daughter cells are genetically different. So next, it occurs only in animals, plants, and fungi. It creates germ cells, example, eggs and sperm only. Prophase 1 takes much longer. It involves recombination, crossing over of chromosome in prophase 1. In metaphase 1, pairs of chromosomes line up along the equator. So next, during anaphase 1, the sister chromatids move together to the same pole. During anaphase 2, the sister chromatids are separate to opposite poles. So next, yun lang. Thank you!